me to tell you what I learned from watching AEW. You cannot watch this show. You can go away from it and just like not watch it for a few weeks, maybe a month, whatever the case may be, and come back and people are still in the same positions where you last saw them at. This show was just like, what was the point? Last week you had an 8-man tag, a pointless one at that. Every week he's been having 8-mans, these multi-man tag matches. I guess because they're easy to do, because he doesn't have to really worry about it and he can just let them just go and just do these matches. If you watch that tag match last night and then watch the tag match a week ago, it was laid out the exact same way. They did the exact same spots in those matches. The only difference is that you don't have 8 people, you got 6 people. You're using the same people in tag matches. For what? What is this doing for any of these people? Hong Kong Phooey, who's in there, Ricochet in there, the Young Bucks. It's nothing. It's like it's dragging everything down. And as you look at these shows week after week, that's why I stopped watching it. Because I'm like, I can quit watching and then come back and these people are in the same position. Heyman coming out here trying to get sympathy from these people, trying to put stuff behind him with Swerve. Will Ospreay comes out here, who's rightfully should be the champion of this promotion. Because if you're paying him all this money, he should be represented as such and he should be treated as such. This man is the exact same as when he first walked into the company. Okada is even worse. He's even worse. He's going up against a guy who filled a spot for Jay White because he's hurt. He comes in here and he's 1-4. 1-4. And he gets a title opportunity against Okada and loses. He lost a tag match last week and he lost this week. Why are these people getting awarded opportunities? The Eliminator match with the women, all of these women lost multiple times. So why put them all together to go up against Toni Storm? Why not just have all of them face each other to see who's going to go up against Toni Storm? What's the point of having all these women out here if Megan Bain is going to come out here and interrupt this whole shit? Shouldn't she be involved in this? But right after she lost to Toni Storm, she went back to being on Collision. And this is the first time you've seen her since then on Dynamite, if you've been watching this show. You got Bobby Lashley and MJF at odds with each other because MJF wants to join this group. Bro, after this point, don't try to join them. Why are you trying to join them? You know, another nothing-ass tag team came out there, Top Flight, and they want a tag team shot at the Hurt Syndicate. And I know what you're thinking. What the fuck have they done lately? And I know they haven't, because they've been losing and you haven't seen them. So I guess losers can get title opportunities, right? In AEW, losers get rewarded title opportunities. Wins and losses matter. They matter. They matter to the utmost. Over in AEW, it don't. Because they just give anybody title matches. And then they lose, and then you wonder why they're even put in that position in the first place. Nobody has been built in AEW consistently over the past few months. Nobody. It's been an up and down roller coaster. You got Kyle Fletcher apart. Let me tell you something. This Don Callis group, these people are trying to tell him to shut the fuck up, get the hell out of here. This Paul Heyman wannabe. AEW is filled with a lot of WWE copycat wannabes. It's ridiculous. Swerve is in no way, shape, or form built up. He is still the same. I don't know how working with the Young Bucks make you lesser than, but it does. I don't care nothing about Samoa Joe. You ain't had that title for a whole year. Now you want it back. I don't fucking care. You're going to lose it next week or so when you go up against Jon Moxley in a nothing steel cage match, because he has to have a cage match, death match. What's going to happen with Tony Storm. I'm not gonna lie. I watched that match and I was very entertained because I'm like, look at all these women working hard. And if you had somebody who can book these women, you could have a nice women's division over in AEW. Mercedes should not be the TBS champion. Anna Jay should be the TBS champion. And she should be defending her title against Penelope Ford, Thunder Rosa, Chris Statlander, and all of them. These women are losers, and yet they're being used on TV. Meanwhile, people like Wardlow are just sitting at home collecting a check. You don't have anything for Hobbs, so you just throw him in a tag team with an already established team that's been put together themselves that don't make any fucking sense. One of them is hurt because of concussion, throwing up in the goddamn ring. Yet he's still getting hit on, beat on. Then you throw Hobbs in there. Now Hobbs is a champion, but he's not the champion that you want. Nothing makes sense in AEW. Their ratings are going down, they're going up, but they're not even going up. They're just going back up to a spot that they were already at that they can't get away from. No one is going to tell this man that, yo, bro, we need to switch it up. We need to do something. We need to have Joe beat Moxley. We need to have some injection of life in this company. But there's none. Their Double or Nothing show is going to go up against Battleground, an NXT show. That weekend, WWE is just raking it all in their face. You got Saturday night's main event that's going to fuck up your Collision. You got Battleground from NXT that's going to fuck up your pay-per-view. NXT has been beating them consistently since they've been on the CW network. These people, I don't know. Why are you pushing Nick Wayne? These folks chanted bullshit because that did not make any sense. Aesthetically, it don't make any sense. Rhino weighs about like 200 or so pounds over this man. So how can you have this skinny kid who is under 20 years old beat a grown-ass man? Bullshit. This fucking company is finna go down. The snowball is starting right now. This year is gonna be a gut-wrenching year for them because as they continue to lose sales and attendance, ratings dropping low, they were up, I think, after they had a lead-in from an NBA game. And it was the first lead-in that they had that they got over 1 million. Those people saw what that shit was and they turned the channel off. And then you just saw a decrease in decline that started from 1-point-something million all the way down to 365,000 people watching. Come on. I don't know if you... I'm looking at the crowd and I'm seeing little kids in AEW t-shirts. Happy to be there. Like, you're corrupting the youth. And you're not going to do anything with these people that you put on this show tonight. It's the same thing every week. I'm getting tired of seeing if Bobby Lashley going to let this man in there. He don't even fit in there. He going to beat up 2 people out here, get up in Bobby Lashley's face talking about something. I hurt people. Man, sit your ass down somewhere. Ain't got time to hear that shit. Fuck you. This show, Lord Jesus. I gotta. You can not watch AEW and go back and people are in the exact same position that they were in. And, you know, you can look at a Young Bucks match and you've seen all of them because they all are the same. They just taking stuff. Hey, man, we did that thing, that spot last week. Let's do it again this week. Bro, Hong Kong Phooey was about to jump over the top rope over to Ricochet. The Young Bucks walked around the ring because it's their cue. You know, it's choreographed. And then you can see them just waiting for everybody to jump at the exact same time. Oh! Like, bro, get this fake ass shit out of here.